My name is Lavinia, and I will be moderating this event on behalf of Docsity. So while we are waiting for everyone to join us, once again, welcome. Please type in the chat where you are joining us from. We would be glad to get to know you a little bit better before getting into the actual presentation. And of course, if you have a program in mind that you would already like to be studying at EAHM, we would be glad to know about that as well. So, of course, the topic of today's events is the hospitality world. So what place more exciting than Dubai to actually get into this field. So of course, EAHM offers a plethora of programs, but the main focus, of course, is the Bachelor in Business Administration. And we will get to that later on. A few key facts that you have to know about the Emirates Academy of Hospitality Management is that over 97% of graduates actually are employed after graduation. So you have exciting career prospects ahead of you. And of course, you will get access to exclusive internships with luxury companies. So you will be able to enter the actual job field with some experience on your back, so to speak. So, of course, the main points, I would say the most interesting point is that you will be able to do all of this while living and working in Dubai. And we know that Dubai has been the scene of everything interesting happening in the past few years or so. So I think it's a great place to launch your career. And of course, we will give you more information later on during the presentation. So we have Dayani, one of the speakers. She's been experiencing some technical issues, so we ask you to kindly bear a moment with us and wait until she manages to set up the connection. So while we are waiting for Dayani, and for those of you who are still joining us, once again, welcome to this event in partnership with EAHM. So the Emirates Academy of Hospitality Management. We know that hospitality has been one of the fastest growing industries over the past few years. So if you are excited to join this this field, we have exciting programs and information to give you during the event. So, of course, if you attend the webinar, you will get access not only to information about the programs offered by EAHM in Dubai, but also access to a Q&A session. So we invite you after the presentation to type your questions into the Q&A box, and we'll get to all your questions as soon as we finish the presentation. So anything about the admission process, anything about living and working in Dubai, we are more than happy to give you firsthand information so that you can hopefully make the right decision for your career. And of course, I'm happy to introduce the panelists on behalf of EAHM. So we have with us Raluca Dumitrescu. She's the manager for industry relations and global mobility and training at EAHM. Raluca, welcome, and thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank you very much, Lavinia. It's a pleasure being with you here this afternoon, evening, morning, depending on which part of the world you are. So very warm welcome. Very excited to be able to share the details about our program, why you should come and join and study in Dubai. I think there are some quite exciting facts that I can share with you. And of course, what are your career forecasts and career opportunities here? Because as we all know, Dubai is such a hub of hospitality, a very dynamic environment with so many numerous employment opportunities, and not only. So I think it's the right time to sign up for a career and study with us, and then of course take your future further. We are just waiting for our colleague Dayani. As Lavinia mentioned, sometimes we do face this type of difficulties, but it will be shortly sorted. And then, yes, please write your questions in the chat because during the presentation we'll not be able to take questions. We'll just keep the last 15 minutes purely for that. So in order for us not to miss any of it, please kindly write it on the chat, and then we will address that at the end.
Absolutely. So for those of you who just connected, please bear with us while we set everything up for you. And of course, if you have any questions about the programs, we are happy to take them. If you are eager to know more about what life as a student in Dubai is, and specifically what the hospitality sector looks like, we are happy to give you more information. So of course, the purpose of this event, good evening to you, Umesh. I hope that I'm pronouncing that right. The purpose of this event is to get you not only acquainted to EAHM, but to also give you more insight into what the value of the program is, and towards the doors that it can open for you from a professional and personal point of view. So while we are waiting for Dayani to join us, I just wanted to kindly ask you again if you would like to write in the chat where you are connecting from, so we can get to know you a little bit better. And we have Anthony from Dubai. Of course, thank you so much, Anthony, for joining us. Hello, Dhruv. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, from Singapore. Thank you all so much for joining. And I see that Dayani is back. Dayani, welcome. I will introduce her shortly. She's the Director of Marketing and Enrollment at EAHM. And Dayani, I'm so happy that you managed to join us, and I hope that the participants appreciate your time.
Thank you so much, Lavinia. It's a pleasure to be here. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening to everyone. Sorry, I had a little problem with the sharing screen, but the presentation is sent to you. So I hope you can share with all our guests here tonight.
Yes, we are in the process of setting that up. While we are waiting for everyone to join us as well, Dayani, perhaps you can tell us a couple of words about yourself, about your role within EAHM, and perhaps Raluca can do that as well, so our participants can get to know you a little bit better.
Pleasure. So I have been working in the hospitality education industry for nearly 20 years. I did part of that from Europe, living in Switzerland, working for many hotel schools, also living in the Americas, living in Brazil, and covering all the admissions of the Americas for many years. 2 years ago, I was very fortunate to be invited to move to Dubai, where I had a chance to start working at the Emirates Academy of Hospitality Management and discover the new whole world of hospitality. And I really realized that the hub where everything's happening, new trends, and exciting world of opportunities in hospitality is here. And I met Raluca, who has been for a lot longer than me and comes from the hotel. She will introduce herself in a moment, but we are very pleased today to share some of our experience and how our journey has been amazing in Dubai. Raluca, over to you.
Yes, thank you so much, Dani. I joined Dubai in 2010, so very long time ago. But when I look back, it's just feeling like it was only 6 months. Because time goes very fast here when you do what you love and what you like. I have joined the hospitality industry with pre-opening of Jumeirah Zabil Sarai Hotel, which is a part of Jumeirah Group, 5-star luxury property on the Palm Island. And I was very fortunate to have the ability to grow my career there. I have spent 5 years where I had several roles. My last roles being leading 2 restaurants in the position of manager, but as well looking after the training and development of all the entire F&B division team. And shortly after, I discovered that my passion actually leads into helping and guiding colleagues taking their career further. So I got the opportunity to actually be a part of learning and development team at Burj Al Arab Hotel, where I have spent 5 years there, leading the team, looking after around 1,200 employees, making sure their development and their career progression is on track and is as per the needed requirements. And during this time, I was collaborating quite closely with the Academy, with the Emirates Academy of Hospitality Management, with all their program developments and as well supporting the internship programs quite actively. I was quite fond of that. And then I got the opportunity to actually experience all that from the inside. So I got the position of manager of industry relation, global mobility and training department here. So my role at the academy is working very closely with the students, preparing you for the upcoming internship roles, preparing you for the industry, preparing you for the full-time role afterwards, connecting you with the industry network. We have a quite wide network, which we're going to find out in a moment, and as well looking after all the international relations that we have with other university and as well other stakeholders such as Docsity today. And not only, so we are looking as well after the short program and development. So if someone is interested not to enroll for a full program, then we do have short programs. So that is in a nutshell all my role here at the academy.
Thank you both so much for the insight, and to all the participants who are still joining, thank you so much for joining us today. So the focus will be, of course, on all the academic offer at EAHM. So while we are waiting to set up the PowerPoint for you, of course, if you have any questions, please start typing them into the Q&A box, and we will happily be taking them after the presentation. So to give you some more context, perhaps we can tell our participants, we can start telling them about how the EAHM came to be and why Dubai for its headquarters.
Excellent. I love that question. I love the story behind it. So I will take the lead here, Raluca, if you allowed me.
Yes, yes, please.
Okay, so Dubai was a vision, as we know. It didn't exist much around here years ago, and the country itself has been there only for 50, a bit more, 52 years now. So Dubai, the vision was really to make it a hub, a touristic destination, and also a center for innovation and the new technologies. And what happened 25 years ago, a ruler of Dubai understood the potential of the region and to attract more tourists, but he wanted really to have a homegrown hotel chain that could transmit what Middle Eastern luxury hospitality was. So we had already in Dubai 25 years ago some of the well-known brands, hotel chains, but we didn't have the luxury in the way that they felt Middle East should be represented. So His Highness, the ruler of Dubai, then mandated for a gentleman that was a very well-known hotelier here in the city to found the Jumeirah Group. So Jumeirah Group is a hotel group, it's a homegrown brand, and was founded 25 years ago. We can see just behind Raluca, if you've seen the video on her right, the JBH is Jumeirah Beach Hotel. So it was the first hotel built in 25 years ago. And immediately after, there was this amazing project of the only and the iconic hotel Burj Al Arab. And Burj Al Arab is the one on the left, and was considered the first 7-star hotel in the world. Although we all know that doesn't exist such a category of 7-star, there was no other way to classify such a fantastic forward-thinking hotel. There was 2 floors, suites. So every room is a suite, is a 2-floor suite, and it's just amazing everything that it comes in terms of luxury and the service and everything that's there. Luca certainly can talk more about because she was working there for many years. So Burj Al Arab really put Dubai in the map, and also elevated the standard of luxury hospitality. And together with that, they also understood that it was not possible just to have these fantastic, amazing hotels without having the right workforce, the right management and leaders to lead the way to manage these amazing hotels. And that was the idea then to mandate to Jumeirah to found then the first university to specialize in business and hospitality management in the entire region. And that was the Emirates Academy, which was founded 22 years ago, shortly after the Burj Al Arab. Right, Raluca?
Yes, that's correct, Dani. That was the entire vision, and that's why the school took shape. And since then, we are a very proud standalone institution that is accredited by the Ministry of Higher Education here in the UAE. We have more than 22 years of excellence, and just recently awarded number 13 in the QS in the global ranking. So that means that we are the 13th best school in the world in the subject of hospitality, which is quite a big achievement, looking at all the big players that are currently in the market. But not surprisingly, looking on where actually the hub of hospitality is, and that is Dubai. So definitely we need to have something matching the same level of hospitality culture. We need to have the same matching preparation tools and environment for the future talent and future general manager and director of the world. Okay, I can see that we have the presentation up.
Excellent. I think we can move. We're going to start with the second. You can move this one. I think we're going to start with the second video, second slide, if that's okay. Yes, it's better to start. Yes, let's stop here.
Okay,
Thank
so
you.
I will take over from here until I will give over then later on to Danny. So Made in Dubai, Leading the World, this is our university tagline. We do prepare the future leaders of the world here. So we do equip them with all the tools and the resources needed to succeed worldwide. On the next slide, you will be able to see a short, brief video about the academy. You're able to see a quick snapshot of the academy, of the campus, the location, but we will go very much into detail a little bit later on in the presentation. Before we go into the academic part, I really want to share a few facts about Dubai for those that maybe never visit and you are curious why you should choose Dubai as a destination of your studies. So the top 5 reasons that we have here on the slide, of course, there are many more, but we have limited time in this webinar. One, it has a very strong economy with numerous employment opportunities. Only in Dubai itself, we have more than 700 hotels. Out of that, half it's represented by 4- and 5-star hotels, which is quite a lot. Just across the university, we have a beach shore of 25 kilometers, and we have the same number of 5-star hotels. So it's one next to another. So competition is quite high. It is considered an innovation hub and a future-oriented city, and I have a few slides to show you quite a few initiatives that will be as well driven to that, and we have implemented that as well in our teaching style with an innovation hub that we have here at the school. It's a very safe and secure place to be, and being here for the last 13 years, I can really vouch for that. It was voted in Forbes as the #1 safety city in the world for the woman, and I can really stand behind that. You can easily go at 2 a.m. If you want to go for a walk and clear your mind, and you can do it that easily without no reason to concern or look behind your back, or it's very, very safe. It has a very high quality of life, and as well, what I like the most is the multicultural aspect. It's I will say, a melting pot of nationalities. We have more than 85% will be expat communities, so people from all corners of the world. That means that you can make friends from people from all the places that you never thought that you're going to make friends. And as well, only 15% is going to be the local community. So that means that they are all adjusted to everyone else's needs, and that it brings a very nice, tolerant, cultural environment, I would say. In the next slide, You will be able as well to see a few summaries of these facts and figures. Some of them I already mentioned, but I think it's very important to know that it was voted the most popular global destination in 2023 as well, because we had the same in 2022 by TripAdvisor, so that's quite nice. I mentioned already that it is the first globally for women community safety, and a good thing that you need to know, and it's good for your financial planning, is that the Emirati dirham, the local currency, it's a fixed rate against the dollar, which is 3.67. So one USD dollar will be always 3.67 Emirati dirham. So that will as well help you with your financial planning. You know that there are not going to be any fluctuation in terms of that. In the next slide, you'll be able to see as well a few things that you can do while you are here. So definitely you can visit Burj Khalifa, which is the tallest building in the world. So we do have activities where we take students often, or it can be a part of their classes, or you can just go in your free time. So this is one thing that you can do. In the next slide as well, you are able to see the financial center. So this is the downtown, also known. It's very dynamic, very entrepreneurship. It's a lot of businesses that are taking shape here, and it's a very booming neighborhood. It's pleasant to be at night, at day. You will always have something to do, and it's one of the most nicest area of Dubai. One of them, I would say, because we have so many that it's very hard to decide. In the next slide as well, you'll be able to see. Okay. Okay, so this is, you have here in the picture, you have Dubai Creek Tower. So we were talking about innovation and future thinking. They already currently have the record for the highest building in the world, but they are currently building the newest, tallest building in the world. So they want to suppress their own records. That's why I'm saying that it's always a city driven to innovation, driven to new initiatives, and they never stop, and they're never content with what they have. They want to do better. They want to do highest and biggest, and always the first. So you will see these words, you will hear these words quite often here. But if you want to as well be connected with the cultural environment, we have beautiful places that it's allowed for the public to visit, such as this one in the image here. This is the Sheikh Zayed Cultural Mosque. Is located in Abu Dhabi, the Emirates, just close to Dubai. And it's open to any type of religion or beliefs, which is quite nice. It's a very impressive and stunning property to visit, and we definitely encourage you to do that. Then you have as well a Louvre Museum. So if you are an art lover, definitely you have a lot of exhibition here of collections of arts, and you can spend an enjoyable afternoon over there. But it's not only about culture, I think as well it's about fun. So in the next slide, you will see that we have so many attractions for you. We have more than 35 theme parks around Dubai and Abu Dhabi. In the picture here, you have Formula Rossa, Ferrari World Park, which has the fastest roller coaster in the world, of course, because they do have the record as well for that. And it's definitely a very thrilling sight. In the next slide, you'll be able to see something that you can do in Dubai if you're really a fan of adrenaline and you really want to seek that out. So it's the zip line that we have across Marina. It's an area where you have all the yachts and a lovely river that will connect as well with the ocean. So you can do a lot of down cruises, but definitely the zip lining, it's quite exciting. It's over 1 kilometer long, and you can reach up to 80 kilometers per hour in this very short timing that you're going to experience there. So it's quite exciting, I will say, over there. In the next slide as well, you can see what you can do if you had enough of heat. So definitely there are going to be some very hot months, but there are going to be some very nice months. But in the months where you feel very hot and you want to go and cool yourself, we have the largest ski indoor in the world, and it's located in one of the many malls that we have here. We have more than 65 malls in Dubai. So this is located in Mall of Emirates, which is just a 10 minutes drive from the academy itself. And you will always have -1, -2 degree inside, but you can do everything that you can do in a ski resort. So you can do skiing, you can see here different slope that you can take advantage of, and then a lot of activities over there, including snowboarding. And the next slide as well, you'll be able to see what I just mentioned, a lot of shopping opportunities. So we have more than 65 malls. In the picture, you have Dubai Mall, which is one of the largest malls in the world. You will need, I would say, approximately 3 days to be able to see it from one end to another. It's huge. It doesn't show that in the image because it has a lot of other avenues from here, but it's just at the base of Burj Khalifa. So when you go and you visit the building, you have the lovely dancing fountains, and as well you have the mall. So plenty of opportunities to do for you there. In the next slide, we will have as well a place that is very fun to my heart. I really love this place. Whenever we have visitors, whenever we have new people joining, this is my favorite place to take them. And this is Al Bastakia Quarter. This is how Dubai started, next to the port, because it was a very important trading point on the map. And even now it is a very important trading point for worldwide. So here you can see how Dubai actually started and how the houses, the architecture, it was still preserved. So they still just reconditioned, and nobody will be allowed to build the skyscrapers or to have anything modern over there, because they do want to keep the authenticity of the place. Here you will be able to find the famous gold souk, or the gold market, where you can see more than 100 gold shops. So you can go and see different type of gold that you want. You can see the spice market, the textile market, and many others. But one thing that is very unique, and I will highly encourage you to do that once you're here in the next slide, is the camel racing. So if everywhere in the world you will have the traditional horse racing, here you have something called the camel racing. But you need to be a very early person, because normally they will start at 7 in the morning. So that means that you need to be there slightly earlier, but it's quite exciting to take part of it. And it's open for any public and visitors that want to partake into that. So definitely, I do encourage you to visit that. And with that, I will transition to Dayani, that will take you through the campus life, a little bit to the academic program, and then I will be sharing as well how we can support you further in your career.
Thank you, Raluca. So as we are here back on campus, welcome to the Emirates Academy of Hospitality Management, a standalone university, as we discussed before. Next slide, please. So we are proudly part of Jumeirah Group, as I explained initially. So we were founded by Jumeirah 22 years ago, and is still part of Jumeirah Group, serving not only Jumeirah hotels, but the whole hotel industry in the region, but also worldwide. We will go through that in a moment. Jumeirah Group is part of Dubai Holding, and Dubai Holding is a very, very large company that belongs to the ruler of Dubai. So we are a very large organization behind us as well. Would like to share now just a short video about the Jumeirah Group, so you can see the plans as well of expansions. Was founded here in the UAE with 12 hotels at the moment, but we also have hotels worldwide. Could you please just go back there? We will show that video. So this video will talk about Jumeirah expanding in Europe, in Asia. The plans now in the coming years is to expand in the Americas, in Africa, but we have already nearly 30 hotels around the world.
Just 1 second, Dayani, as I set the correct settings, apologies for that, for the video, so we can hopefully hear the sounds.
Perfect.
It seems there is a mishap with my tool. Okay, let's see. No. Okay, it will not cooperate, unfortunately.
It's okay. That's no problem. So I was just explaining, there's another thing interesting about the Jumeirah. So there's expansions that plans to be in every continent, but also what is interesting that we have for the first time since the end of last year, a female leader. So our CEO is a woman, and this also confirms the agenda in the country, always forward thinking, always in a visionary way. to empower women. And we have as a target in our company, 40% of leadership roles to be attributed to female leaders. So we are very proud of that. Okay, Raluca mentioned before, we are #1 in Middle East and Africa by QS ranking, and we are number 13 worldwide, which is a great achievement considering that we are standing alone university and we have been in the market for 22 years. So thank you. Few more points about the Emirates Academy. We were the first hospitality university then in the region. As we mentioned, we also top 10 amongst the best hospitalities in the world by educations.com. We are boutique size, so we are a small institution with very personalized service to every student. And Raluca will explain that when we touch career development and preparations. We are strongly accredited nationally, so by the Ministry of Education in the UAE, which means that the students, they are able to have their degree at the end recognized in any country they come from. But we also have 2 international accreditations, one from the Institute of Hospitality in the UK and one from the ICE. This is an accrediting body specialized in hospitality in Australia. We have 200+ industry partnerships for the programs, but also for internships and job opportunities. And we have amazing job placement of 97% of our graduates. Nearly all will have a job 6 months after graduation. And the 3% that are not listed there, they're probably those that are joining us for the master's degree or those that are opening their own business, because we also have a very strong focus on entrepreneurship. We can go to the next one. Welcome to our beautiful campus located just walking distance to the Jumeirah hotels and the beach in a premium neighborhood here in Dubai. We can continue. We'll discover a little bit more about the campus before moving to the program. So here in this white squares where we are located, a very beautiful resort style living campus, and just across from the street where the most beautiful hotels are located. We can continue. So we have 20 years of existence, focusing and specialized in business and hospitality management. We will continue presenting now some key people here at our university, starting with our managing director, Mr. Jeroen Griven. He's from Holland. He has been working for many years as well in hospitality education, but also in hospitality industry with the hotels. And he previously was also director of another hotel school in Switzerland. Dr. Frédéric Bouchon is our academic dean. He's French, so just to show the universe of nationalities and that international approach that we have in our region. He's our dean. He has a lot of experience working in France, in Europe, but also in Asia, in China, and many years in Malaysia. Dina is our director of operations, and she has amazing experience in the hotel industry, also within Jumeirah, and she's Emirati. We're very proud to have a local and national UAE as part of our executive team. And finally, our program manager, Mr. Roel, he is also from Holland with a lot of experience also in Europe. We can continue. And here we're going to see quickly some images about the campus, so you get to see a bit more, feel a bit more. We can move on. Is an authentic Arabic architecture, so it's an amazing feeling when you walk on a campus and you can feel that tradition, Middle Eastern hospitality all around. Can continue. Our campus is a combination of a hotel school, so everything that you'll find in a university, but also all the things that you're looking in a hotel. So if we continue, we'll see this is our lobby, the entrance for the students in the academic center. And we have all sorts of classrooms, from lecture theaters like this one, where we do all the lectures, to different types of classroom. So this is our innovation hub, where we try introducing and embedding in all our courses a different way of teaching through design thinking, future thinking, involving students in activities where they will create personas, products, and they will learn in a much fun way. This is again our innovation hub. And then you can see down in the video our auditorium, where we bring often different leaders to talk to our students. On today, we had a guest speaker as part of a leadership series. We are always inviting impressive or inspiring professionals to talk to our students. And then you can see our library more in the middle and the different classrooms. We also have all the food and beverage outlets on campus, and that's how we prepare our students year one, when we focus on more hospitality operations courses. So we will do all that kitchen preparation. So we'll also teach them how to work and create fantastic concepts for food trucks. We have our own fine dining restaurant on campus, which is called Icon. It's open to the public, and the students will have the opportunity to go through the kitchen learning, but also the service in this fine dining restaurant. We do mixology classes, various classes, and then you can see here in the video, all the preparation for also the beverage is done on campus during our first year. Accommodation couldn't be different, so it's a resort style accommodation. All of our rooms are single rooms with single studio rooms, because we have a mini kitchen and in-suite bathroom in the room for each of our students, and this is located just around our pool. So you can see some of the images. We provide everything that is needed for that room. And I don't think the video will play. Would the video play? Can we just try to put a play?
Yes, we can certainly try.
Just enter. Okay, if it's not, that's okay. No, it's not going to play. Okay, so I will describe. That's fine. So this is another image of the camp, the room, so we can see well everything. So will be provided to students from the TV, Wi-Fi, all the appliances in the kitchen, the toaster, the boiler, the plates, everything that is needed there. We provide as well all the lining, the towels. We have housekeeping service on campus. We have a laundry students they can use, and if they want to send their business suit as well to external laundry, we provide that service as well. So everything to make it the living very comfortable for our students. So various options here for dining. So we have, as I mentioned, our fine dining restaurant, which is a wonderful experience for both the students working, but also students that are just enjoying that. We have as well our self-service restaurant, cafe, where we will operate breakfast and lunch from Monday to Friday. And we have our cafe Antibasi, where students will have a wonderful moment between classes. We can continue. This is the Antibasi coffee. We will show you now the nice ones as well here around the pool. So we have our pool that it's open every day. We have a Barça. Oh, sorry. Okay. Let's continue. We are back to Antibasi. Just one more. Okay, the video is playing now. Okay, but we can pass this one. You can move to the next slide, please. Okay, this is Barça. Okay, it's working.
Our leisure facilities, they give the Emirates Academy that resort-like feel. To start off with, I'll show you a student recreation room, which we call Bazaar. Come follow.
So this is the student lounge.
Bazaar is the favorite hangout spot of our students, where they come during their breaks or after class to conduct their group assignments. But also in the evenings or the weekends, we'll enjoy our beautiful, comfortable sofa seating, board card games, watch some sports on TV, a game of pool or two. And it has direct access to a poolside restaurant where you can grab a snack and have a coffee. But there's more for me to show you. Follow me. Opposite Bazaar, you find our gym, where all of you that like to stay healthy and exercise can access 24/7 and 365 days a year at no extra cost. I do see a few students inside working out and don't want to disturb them, but there's more I'd like to show you. Follow me. In the background, you see our student accommodation, where all our students staying on campus enjoy spacious studio apartments. And right in the center is our swimming pool, which is a great facility to have, given the great weather in Dubai all year around. Our poolside restaurant is next door, and our lifeguards are there to ensure your safety. I hope you enjoyed the brief campus tour, and there's much more for you to explore, such as our multi-sports facility, our tennis court, and even the beach that is only 5 minutes away. Looking forward to welcoming you and seeing you here at the Emirates Academy of Hospitality Management in Dubai.
Excellent. I'm glad it played this video. Thank you. So more images here about the gym. I saw a question just passing by in terms of nationalities amongst our students. So 90% of our students are international. We have 10% of locals, the UAE nationals, but 90% will be students coming from everywhere, every corner of the world. We will have as part of a student body and also staff. Our staff is all international as well. Okay, these are the images we saw before, and here the multi-sports court and the tennis court just in front. More places to relax. We have a rooftop where we organize a lot of events and pizza parties, and we have a busy view from there. That's the rooftop, and you can see the surroundings from here. Nice place to spend evenings and enjoying with the colleagues. Okay, let's see now how we prepare, what courses we have available. There were a few questions passing as well before talking about the courses. So let me show you what we have to offer and how we do it. So we will talk today about the Bachelor of Business Administration, which is our undergraduate program. It's a 3-year degree program, which includes internship and job placements towards the end of the studies. We guarantee the study internship opportunities for all our students as part of the program, and we also assist them with the job placements when they are finishing their studies. Students, they are allowed to work up to 20 hours while they are studying. So in addition to the internship, they can start since the first year already take on part-time opportunities in the evenings and weekends. Raluca will talk more about that. So we try exposing as much as possible all our students. We have English preparation course for those that need to boost their English prior to the program. And we have a study abroad program, which is in partnership with universities worldwide. We welcome students from other universities for a short period of 1 trimester plus 6-month internship. So we have partnerships with universities in Asia and in different parts of Asia, but also in Europe and in the US and Latin America. So these students, they are studying in their home country, not always studying hospitality. Sometimes they are studying other business-related subjects, and then they come to have an amazing experience in Dubai. They pick and choose the courses that they want to study during the trimester, followed by then 6-month internship. We can move. In addition to the bachelor's, and we will mention as well during Raluca's presentation, we offer all the training professional development courses. I know some people were asking before the presentation, what are the courses that we offer? So we will cover a little bit about that. So if you have a chance to be in Dubai or be able to come to Dubai for these short programs, we will talk to you about that as well in a moment. Just going in more details about our Bachelor of Business Administration. So it's a business degree with that twist, that flavor of international hospitality management. We have 3 intakes per year, January, April, and September. So now we are looking still to admit students for September 2023. And we will see now the overview of the program. So this 3 years is a fast track program because in the first year, we will cover all the hotel operations subjects along with the business introductory courses. So we will guide the students through all the different departments of hospitality, because by the time that they finish year 1, they are very well aware of where they would like to explore their working experience. So during the 6-month internship, they will be able, for example, to do an internship in the marketing department or to work in front office, food and beverage. They could work as well with accounting, in the finance department, and so on. So we expose them a lot in year 1. So by the time they have to do the first internship for 6 months, they have an idea of what they like and what they want to learn more by doing during 6 months. Finishing the internship in trimester 4, our students will then progress to management level courses. So they will have interesting topics such as innovation, entrepreneurship, business ethics, revenue management, statistics, organizational behavior. They will have electives that they can choose from based on their likes. And that's also an important part of the program where they get to specialize a little bit more in what they like. And finally, in the third year, they will have all the management courses and business that they need in order to become managers and to become successful leaders in the industry. Towards the end, when they're in trimester 9, they are already doing distance learning for finalizing their research project. So at this point that they are able to take on management training programs or full-time positions already in the trimester 9. The accreditation there below is just mentioned is the Ministry of Education accreditation. And here the examples of electives available to our students. As you can see, we have from events to food and beverage for those that like more, to tourism, resorts, and so on. We also teach some languages. So every term we have a different language club happening on campus. At the moment we are doing the Spanish club, but we did have a French club last term and Arabic. Okay, so now we will go through all the interesting slides about studies and career in hospitality. I give over to you, Raluca.
Yes, thank you so much, Danny. So how we can support you throughout your studies and even after, it's through something called career support and personal development classes. So what we do here, this is a non-credited course, but the students will take it along their other courses because we do cover CV writing. So we do work very closely with each and one of you to have the perfect CV written for the interviewing skills. We will do mock interviews before you'll have the chance as well to go to the actual interview with the employer, just to make sure that you are confident, well presented, and to know what questions to expect as well in order to be successful for the place that you want. We do as well a lot of invitation with the guest speaker. So you might have, for example, the general manager of Burj Al Arab Hotel or Four Seasons or Ritz-Carlton coming and talking with the students quite often during the classes, but as well outside of the classes. So you will always be exposed constantly to that. If you are still not decided and not know exactly what hospitality management degree and business degree in general career path are, I just have a few examples for you in the screen just to make sure that you picture it better. So you can go in different areas after finishing the degree. You can either go in events, in hotels, in luxury services. You can go to travel and tourism, food services, or others such as consultancies, HR processes. Lavinia, if you can just help me to click. I have a few more detailed options on this slide. So, for example, in the hotels, of course, you can go to all the areas of the hotel, such as front office, food and beverage, sales and finance, sales and marketing, finance. So it doesn't need to be necessarily operation, even general management. If you talk about the luxury services, of course, a lot of luxury brand management. So we have a lot of people working, for example, for Louis Vuitton or for the high brands here in Dubai and worldwide, not only. You can go into the retail and banking. We have a lot of alumni that work in banking or lifestyle and design, which is quite popular now in Dubai. If you move into the travel and tourism as well, everything related to the cruise ships, tour operators, airline, casinos and theme parks. And we are very excited because in the next year or two, the casino license as well will be officially launched here in Dubai. That means even more numerous employment opportunities and career progressions over there. So definitely we can prepare you for that. If you go to food services, you can open your own restaurant. It can be your own entrepreneurship over there. You can go into even journalism, specialized journalists for food and beverage. And this is quite popular here. In events, of course, everything related to events, even sport events. So that's why you can see that this degree, it's actually opening a lot of career paths. And when I mentioned other earlier, it's everything related to consultancy, human resources, training, project management, business development. Today, the gentleman that we had for the leadership series was actually started his career in business development, and he was sharing quite a nice career pathway and advancement over there. If we move to the next slide, it's what we offer during the degree and even after. So we do have internship placement support. We offered only paid internship. That means that the employer will be able to offer you a salary, monthly salary, accommodation, transportation, meals, uniform, everything is provided. Based on the area where you're going to be in the hotel, then you might be entitled of service charge or tips or any other incentive schemes, but that is as well based on the employer, but as well the basics are covered. We do offer you as well part-time opportunities and full-time, as we mentioned. We have a very successful partnership with Burj Al Arab Hotel with their events team. So our students are going frequently over there, either after classes, during their weekends, whenever their schedule allows. It's not a full-time commitment over there, and they are paid by hour and quite nice, and they are exposed to very high-end events. So even royal weddings they had different important conferences that are held worldwide, concerts even. So a quite interesting place and very dynamic place to be, but not only. For example, when the Formula One will be here as well in Abu Dhabi, normally we send students, we have a boat show, we have the famous electronic festival here, which is called GTEX and is coming towards the end of the year. So our students are very fortunate because they will be able to experience all that and as well get some extra pocket money in the same time. We'll be able to as well place you with a lot of recruitment agents over there that will put you in contact with our partners. So we mentioned, and Danny mentioned earlier, that we have more than 200 partners that we collaborate quite actively, and you can see here quite a few of them on the slide. Of course, Jumeirah Group and Burj Al Arab, it's our main, but we do as well collaborate with Atlantis, with Mandarin Oriental, with Four Seasons, with Emirates Airlines, with Dubai Airports, and different other real estate banking. So depending on where you want to drive your career further, we do have options for you. That's why the boutique size is very important aspect for us, because we are able to get to know you on an individual basis. We are able to know your needs and as well to be able to assist you based on that. So you will see that every professor will know their student by name, and then we have an open door policy. So you can come anytime when you have any questions, when you need additional support. Everyone is actually very much supported and helped based on their needs and their career aspiration over there. So I would say that is the great part of having this boutique size aspect of the university. I think in the next slide, you will have just a few facts about our alumni and graduate database. So as we mentioned as well in the beginning, 97% of them, they will get a job within 6 months of graduation. So definitely very good employment rate. We have more than 1,000 alumni over 60 countries. And you have here a few diverse career after graduation. So you can see here in project development, in investment, in brand analytics, or even director of lodging, general manager, and many more. Of course, operational wise, all the variety of managerial position and senior leadership position that you can think of. In the next slide, I will just prepare to give back the stage to Danny to guide you through the admission process.
Thank you, Raluca. So going back to the bachelor's, and there was a question here that I want to comment as well. If a student graduates with our bachelor's degree, can this student pursue a master's degree in another country, in another university? What's the recognition of bachelor's degree? Our bachelor's degree is very, very strong. It's the strongest accreditation because it's accredited by Ministry of Education in a country with very high standards for entry requirements. So yes, you can continue your studies anywhere in the world. You have no problem with that, and you will have very easy process of equivalency if you want to do it in your home country as well. Okay, that's why it's important to have a ministry accredited degree, not only accrediting bodies. Ministry accredited degrees are very, very useful, very easy and straightforward. In terms of entry requirements, so we are looking for candidates that have successfully completed a recognized high school diploma. And of course, we can assist you with the different diplomas that you can get in your countries. But in general, you need to have completed your high school with a minimum grade of 60%. And then we have some specifics here when it comes to IB diploma. will need 26 points. When you are doing an American high school diploma, you'll need a grade C in average plus SAT. If you're doing UK, you are probably doing the A levels. So we also have minimum of 2 A levels and grade C. We have all the others equivalency for all the diplomas available in our website. So do not hesitate to go to our website, emiratesacademy.edu, and you will see in the admissions page, the entry requirements, there is a list that you can download for the different degrees, different curriculums for different countries. Minimum recommended age to start is 18. Can we just go back in a minute? It's 18. We do accept the students that are 17 and a half. We just need them to be 18 by the time that they will start the working experience. They will not be able to work while they are 17. It's mandatory English proficiency certificate. So we are looking at the TOEFL or IELTS 5.5 or equivalent. And with that, we can go now to the fee structure. Many people asking me about that. So when we look here at our tuition fee, so I want to explain, first of all, that the payments are done per trimester, per term. So before the beginning of each term, there will be a tuition fee plus additional charges, and that includes all the academic program, which is going to be about 9,000 for both tuition and additional charges. Then we have a meal plan, which is optional, and that includes lunch and breakfast from Monday to Friday. You're also able to opt out for the meal plan. If you wish to cook, you have an amazing kitchen, as you know, in your room. And we also have a mini mart on campus where you can buy your ingredients. So we'll also be able to do that. Accommodation is also optional. We have most of our international students, they tend to stay accommodated on our campus in the first year, but sometimes in the second year, they want to move out, they want to live with friends, they want to discover other neighborhoods as well in Dubai. That's not a problem for us. Accommodation is optional. So you can always opt out as well. And then we will provide you with your visa, the UAE visa, and your residence card, your ID in the beginning, and we will be in charge of renewing that until the end of your studies. So you don't have to worry about that. Once you're registered in the program, it takes about 2 weeks for us to apply for the visa for you. You don't have to do it in your country. You don't have to go to consulate or embassy to apply for a visa. We will provide, we'll ask the documents we need from you, and we'll do the process from our side. And after, we will issue your electronic visa by email, and that's enough for you to enter the country as a student. So the total for the first trimester would be 16,000 American dollars, and that includes accommodation and meal. And again, if you opt out, then you just remove that, and it's going to be about 10,000. In the second trimester, that will be a bit less. You don't need to pay for the UAE visa again, so that's why it will be a bit less. And then the other terms will be similar. During the internship, you earn a salary, and your salary will be paid to you monthly. You also provided your accommodation and your meals and transportation during that period. So you will be able as well to save some pocket money during your internship. And then you have years 2, year 3, and you start working as well in your year 3. What I want to mention here is that for our September intake, we still have some scholarships up to 30% on tuition fees. So it's a last minute call now, because we are very close to our end of applications. So for the scholarship process, we have a deadline until June 15. So if you're interested in joining us in September, please apply by June 15 to be able to apply for scholarship. The scholarships are on a merit-based basis, and everyone can apply, because we are looking at the grades, but not only your academic achievement. We take into consideration your additional extracurricular activities. We take into consideration your reference letters and motivation letter. We also accept the students that are transferring from other hospitality programs or business-related programs. So we can look at your credits, how far you have studied, and then we can also tell you which level of our degree you'll be able to join us. So that's no problem if you wanted to transfer. There are some questions about master's program. Do we have a master's program? Yes, we do. We have a master's in international hospitality management. Our master's program has just been redesigned and filed for a license. We are hoping to be able to open our admissions by July. So we are looking at July to start taking new applications for September. So if you are interested in the master's program, stay tuned with us. Keep looking at our website. We will very soon launch that master's program that will start in September. What else? Let's see the next one. Okay, admissions process. So you will do your application online. The process is very simple. You go to our website. Can we continue? You will be able to fill out the application form there. There will be a link for the registration fee, and that's just for your application. Once your application fee has been received, we will then contact you, look at your documentation, see what it's missing, what's pending, and then we will schedule an interview with our program manager. That's when we do the assessment. You will have an interview online just to access your motivation, and then if approved, you will receive an offer letter from us. With the offer letter, you will also be asked to give a deposit payment within 30 days to confirm your commitment, your interest in guarantee your spot. And that's once this is done, we'll start our onboarding process, which includes a pre-departure meeting, but also includes all the process that you need for your visa and what to bring when you're here, and you start doing all the preparation for you during the onboarding process. Full payment will be required for the trimester 4 weeks prior to the start of the intake. And then we will send you your visa and we'll wait for you here in Dubai. I think I have covered most of the questions that I've seen in the chat. Don't hesitate to tap more in the Q&A and in the chat box.
Yes.
So I will read some of the questions here. May I? Yes?
Yes,
Okay.
of course, Ayana. Thank you.
I have 2-year degree in tourism and hospitality. What about further education in tourism and hospitality? So Zafa, thank you for your question. If you have not yet obtained your bachelor's degree, what we will do is to look at your transcripts, what credits you have obtained from your studies, your 2-year degree, and then we'll be able to accept you as a direct entry in some level, probably halfway through our degree program, if that's not yet a bachelor degree. If you have already a bachelor degree, then you'll be able to pursue to a master's degree. Another one from Charlotte, are there any specific courses regarding interior design? Not a specific interior design. What we have is facilities design as part of the guest experience. So facilities design is one of the hospitality courses. All courses that we have seen on the screen, and there's a lot more in our website, are also available as professional development programs. So you can also apply for this short programs with the dates and the processes all in our website. Is the short courses. So another question is about short courses. What are the price? It depending on the short course. The most popular short course we have is WSET, the Wine Spirit course. Raluca can explore a bit more. Raluca, can you talk more about the short courses, please?
Yes, so we do have a wide range of short courses, and it's divided into leadership skills, into food and beverage skills, and as well into financial skills, depending on what you're interested. Just to give you a few examples, Danny was mentioning about WSET, that is a wine and spirit education qualification, which is an international accreditation that we offer. We normally held our classes at Burj Al Arab Hotel. You'll be able to taste as well a few samples of wine, do a food pairing exercise, have the examination with our supervision, and then have the degree. Or we have something called finance for non-financial. So if you are not very familiar with the finance terminology in hospitality and in general in business, then we do a short course, which is a 2-day program, just to be aware about the terminology used and how to calculate your profit and loss, how to look at your bottom line and your top line, and things like that. We do have as well something called restaurant and kitchen management. So it's all about how to manage your restaurant. It's not how to cook, but it's all how to manage your restaurant, how to design your menu, how to see which items are moving or not. We have design thinking, we have leadership skills as well. We have conflict resolution. So quite a variety. I've seen here that Lavinia has put as well the link. of our website along with Danny. So you can please feel free to click on the link, and then you have there the professional and development courses. So you can browse through our calendar and reach out if you want specification for a particular course.
Yes, that's right. We have shared here the website for the Emirates Academy, so where you'll find all information about the undergraduate program, admissions process, the schedule of fees you can download, as well as schedule of fees and application. We also have the link now for the professional courses with the dates, the coming now calendar, and the description of each of the courses. We organize as well camps. So Dubai Camp, Dubai Leadership Camp is a very popular one for 1 week up to 10 days. And we organize as well study tours. So you'll find all this in our website, along with a lot of videos for you as well to watch and discover more about Dubai and the university.
Thank you so much, Diane and Raluca, for all the information that you handed out. And of course, we hope that the technical difficulties did not take away from the very interesting prospects that EAHM can offer its students. So we do have a couple of questions asking about what is the average salary that students can expect during their internships and as well after the BBA program.
Okay, so I think I will take this question, Danny. So during internship, it's a very much aligned benchmark across all the partners. So that will be between $300 to $400 per month. But that means that as well, they are receiving their accommodation, their transport, meals, 3 meals a day, and uniform. So basically all this money, it's for their own use. And as well, we don't have taxes on salaries in Dubai. That means that whatever they earn is their own. Then they will have as well the chance to do the part-time on top of that if they still have time. And then they can earn as well around $10 per hour. So then they can do their calculation when they can join, and depending on the area of the internship. So if, for example, you opt to go for an operational internship, which will require for you to be in front of the guests, most probably you're going to be entitled of tips and service charge, and that can really boost your salary. So if you work in a fine dining restaurant, you know, the tips can be 2 or 3 times as your salary. So just to give you an idea, depending on the area where you want to go and select. As well, if you go for a 5-star property to do your internship, the service charges are quite nice because as per Dubai regulation, it's 10% of the fees that normally the customers are paying. So that can give you as well another indication. So that's why 300 to 400 is the baseline, but then there is always a top-up option, and that is very much aligned to you. Now, for full-time position after graduation, normally our students will enter a supervisory level position, entry supervisory level, majority of them, and that will be very much aligned with each company's policy. But I will say it will start somewhere from $1,000 and as well with benefits. So that it's only the salary, but then for every package that you receive, because it's going to be a package, is not only the salary, like in certain parts of the world, especially for Europe, I'm talking now, where you have your salary and then you need to look after your own, again, accommodation and transport. Here it's not. So you have between 800, 1,000 to start with, dollars, and then the employer will still offer the medical insurance, the annual flight ticket. They will offer as well the meals, the uniforms, duty mobile most of the times, and anything else related to your duty. Now, what is the benefit of having our degree is that the career progression is very fast. So if you start in the entry supervisory level after your graduation, in a year time, we normally go to assistant manager position, and then the salary jump is quite high as well. So the baseline, it's okay, I will say entry level, but then again, as much as you go further in your career, your salary will sometimes triple, you know, for the same position, for a manager position. So that's why the benefits here are quite nice. And as well, it's not only the salary, but as well, the benefits will be different. Your house allowance will be different. Your entitlement as well will be different for certain benefits over there. So I think it's quite worth it. One thing that as well, it's very well mentioned here, and I want to touch point, is that as per Dubai labor law, you are not allowed to be promoted to an assistant manager role if you do not have a bachelor degree, and preferably in business and hospitality and tourism. especially if you work in the industry. So I think this is a very good incentive, because yes, you might think, okay, it's a lot of investment and I might find a job, but if you don't have this degree, you will not be able to progress in your career. So as soon as you have the degree, yes, the entry, it will take around a year and a half, but then your career progression will be quite fast forward. So I was saying, for me, it took 5 years from a very, very entry-level position, not even supervisory level. It took me 5 years until a senior leadership position. So very, very fast progression, talking about myself, and very many other opportunities. So I will do say that, yes, it's a great place to be, and it's worthwhile investing to be here.
That's great. Thank you so much for all the info. Diana, do you want to add anything before we wrap this session up? Perhaps any focus on the upcoming deadlines for participants that would like to apply?
Thank you. Yes. So as we mentioned, you have again the link to the Emirates academy.edu website, where you will find the application portal, the admission, all the requirements are described there. Don't hesitate to download the schedule of fees there and apply for the scholarship until June 15th. So don't miss the opportunity. We have 2 more weeks to go for the scholarships, up to 30% on tuition. It's a lot, and it's valid for the entire duration of the studies. It's not only for the first year, it's for the entire duration of the studies. And we are looking forward to having some of you with us in September. And if you have questions regarding transfer of credits and the master's program, please contact us as well. You can contact us through the website or directly to our emails. I'm going to type here my email address, and I'll be very happy to assist you with further information regarding transfer of credits for the program or the master's, the new master's program that will be launched hopefully July this year.
Perfect. Thank you so much to both of you for your time and for the time you took to answer all the questions. So I do see that we still have a couple more questions, but for specifics on the application process, we encourage you to keep an eye out on your email inbox. You will get an email with the recording of this event, and of course you will have access to the contacts to actually get in touch with EAHM and to hopefully further and move along the process of becoming an EAHM student. So once again, thank you all so much for joining this event. We hope you loved it, and we hope that it inspired you to take the next step and to just really ensure you have the tools that you are thriving in your career in hospitality, which I'm sure the Emirates Academy of Hospitality Management is able to make you do. So once again, thank you all so much for joining this event. I hope that everyone will be safe, and hopefully we will catch up soon for the next event in partnership with EAHM. And if not, I wish everyone a really great day and evening ahead, according to where you are connected from. Once again, thank you so much to our hosts on behalf of EAHM, and see you next time. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Bye.